But what is sort of interesting to me, and it is kind of hopeful to me on some level, Joe, is that there are a lot of people that are taking those individual passions and making them businesses, you know? Like I'll go back to the idea of designing motorcycles, you know? I'm sure that, you know, there are guys that love making up some crazy, kind of motorcycle. They're artists, right? And they somehow find a way to have that garage and to do it. And to sell it and to make it, and usually the whole family is part of it, right? The mom, the daughters, everybody gets into it. And I think there's a lot of that going on now. It's kind of on an underground level. It doesn't get into the papers or anything. But I think that that gives me some hope. Yeah. There's a lot of kind of mom and pop people following their dreams, even if they're not, global dreams, but they're certainly dreams that satisfy the soul.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly don't have to be global. If you're making motorcycles and, you start doing it in your garage and then you post a few on social media and someone says, hey, I'd love to buy one of your motorcycles. Then all of a sudden you've got a project to sell.
What a feeling that must be, the first one you sell,
Yeah, and then because of the internet, I mean, this is like probably one of the more positive things about the internet. Because of the internet, people can find you and you actually can move from having this very unsatisfactory job to doing something that you truly enjoy. Maybe you start off as you're making woodwork, making tables and various projects, and you post them on Instagram, and all of a sudden people want to buy them. Now you got orders. You're like, oh my God, I'm thinking of quitting the job. And then you and the wife have to have a conversation like, is this sustainable? Can we really do this? And well, I'll tell you what, let's give ourselves 6 months and I'm going to work on it part-time on nights and weekends, and it'll be worth the sacrifice. And I think I could really get to a point where we can have a real way of life that is very satisfying. Like if you go from being a person who works in a bank, this boring, unsatisfying version of reality that so many people are trapped in, to all of a sudden you're painting and your paintings are selling and you have a gallery opening and your stuff is selling and you're like, oh my goodness, I think I can make a living painting. Like what a much more satisfying and exciting way of life that is.